Welcome back to our top 10 list of neighborhoods to look at in 2024 in Denver proper. So if you're looking to move here, if you're already here and looking to relocate, we've got all the information that you want to know on the top 10 neighborhoods around Denver. And coming in at number 5, we've got the coveted neighborhood of Cherry Creek. And we're going to go over everything you want to know, from where it's at and why do people want to be here and why does it fall so high on our list of neighborhoods in the Denver area, what the commute time is going to be, and of course, what is the real estate doing. So let's just get right into it, starting with where is the Cherry Creek neighborhood. So the Cherry Creek neighborhood is surrounded by 6th Avenue on the north side, got Colorado to the east and University to the west, and we're north of I-25 by a bit, to the east of I-25, but we're just to the southeast of downtown Denver. That's these diagonal streets to the northwest over here. And of course, it's home to the Cherry Creek Shopping Center. And with that, we've also got all the cute little boutique shops off of the Cherry Creek Shopping Center that we'll look into. But what about its crime and safety? Everybody wants to know. And what we have here is quite a bit higher than the national average. Burglaries, thefts are through the roof. I don't know if that has to do with the Cherry Creek Shopping Center. Very well could be. And then motor vehicle theft, which is higher than the national average. As we've covered in other videos, we have a high theft rate of auto vehicles for whatever reason, but in 2023, they made it a felony for any motor vehicle theft. So our numbers have actually been coming down in regards to vehicle thefts. Now, the schools. What about the schools in Cherry Creek? Well, they are rated pretty good, but as you know, Denver has a big choice in population where people choice into schools whether or not they're in your neighborhood. But the elementary school, Steck Elementary, is rated as an 8 out of 10, which is extremely high on greatschools.org. As for the middle school, Hills Campus, I don't know much about the school, but it's rated as a 3 out of 10 on greatschools.org. And then George Washington High School is a 5 out of 10. So what about all your shopping and amenities? Where are you going to go? Well, you've got your pick in Cherry Creek, and I would say it's probably the biggest shopping hub in the entire Denver metro area, because you have your Cherry Creek Shopping Mall here, which is huge in itself. Then to the north, you have this entire area of offices / restaurants. Some of the top-rated restaurants in the city are located in the Cherry Creek neighborhood here. So we can drop our little Google guy, and we can take a look at Cherry Creek Mall here, which is going to be to the south, and it's going to have all your standard shopping to it in the mall. But then to the north here, that's where we're going to have all of our little boutique shopping and restaurants happening here. And so when we head into this neighborhood, this is where we're going to see, more of the restaurants that you would go to on your average night out. You're not going to go to the mall to go to a restaurant. You're going to come to this part of Cherry Creek, which is littered with, as I said, some of the top-rated restaurants in the entire Denver area. Lots of boutique shops, flower shops, furniture stores, everything that you would want out of a shopping area has it in Cherry Creek. And if you're living in Cherry Creek and you need to commute to the Denver Tech Center, you're looking at about a 15 to 20 minute drive daily. So it's not that bad. Straight shot down Colorado to I-25, down to DTC. If you're looking to go downtown, you're looking at a quick 15-minute drive. And if you're needing to get out to DIA, you're looking at about a standard 40-minute drive to get to the airport. And thanks for checking my channel out. If you're new here, my name is Alex Saldana. Been a local Denver real estate agent since 2010. I love answering questions you all have on the Denver real estate market. So if you have any questions, feel free, call me, text me, reach out. I'd be more than happy to chat. But let's get back into it and what the real estate is doing in the Cherry Creek neighborhood. And I got to prepare you a little bit. It's not cheap. In fact, it's one of the most expensive neighborhoods around Denver. Starting with how many properties have actually sold. In 2023, there were 156 properties sold, and in 2022, there were 210 properties sold. It's following our trend of just less sales happening in general in the Denver market. Now, looking at the closed median price, the median closed price for Cherry Creek is $1.33 million in 2023. That is up from $1.32 million in 2022. This is not a cheap neighborhood, folks. You can spend just about as much as you want in this neighborhood. Now, this is something that did surprise me, which was the rental versus ownership numbers. Usually, the higher price the neighborhood, the more ownership you have. Rentals and ownership are just at about 50-50, which was pretty surprising. Then going on to the average days in the MLS is still only 27 days in 2023 compared to 18 days in 2022. So with the median price being over 1.3 million, the average time on the market is still under a month, even in 2023. Now, what's for sale here in the Cherry Creek neighborhood? Well, nothing cheap. There's really no good buys or anything cheap in the Cherry Creek neighborhood. Starting in kind of the northwest part of town, we've got a 7-bedroom, 7-bath, $2.6 million home here on Columbine. And yes, it's a new build and it's a new home and it's a beautiful home. But man, for $2.6 million, like these are still, 20-year-old cabinets. It's a nice home, but it's not what most people would expect at $2.6 million, built in 1995 for a 4,000 square foot property, but you're paying to be in Cherry Creek. As we move down a little bit, let's take a look. It looks like we have a condo here. It's $774,000. Now, this was built in 2015. This is a 1-bedroom, it looks like, and it's in a beautiful building, beautiful kitchen. Like, this is a great looking condo, but still, it's $774,000. It's 860 square feet. Let's see what the HOA is on this. $517 a month for the HOA. So it's not cheap to live here. Then, in the heart of Cherry Creek, let's take a look at something at $11 million. This is on St. Paul Street. 12,000 square foot home. I didn't even know they came that big in Cherry Creek. And this looks like a new age, modern masterpiece, essentially. And this is probably done to the nines throughout. I mean, it looks like it's got commercial hand railings going throughout this property, which is pretty fascinating. Stairwell, I mean, look at that. That's pretty remarkable. Kitchen is just designer touches to the nines all throughout there. It's everything you would want out of an $11 million property. And then heading to the eastern part of the neighborhood at 1.2, let's look on the more affordable side for what Cherry Creek has to offer here. And this is on Jackson Street, 3,000 square feet. This is kind of a townhouse scenario, it looks like. So there's lots of row homes in the Cherry Creek neighborhood. This looks like one of them, but it looks like it's really well done. It doesn't have that feeling of like being a townhouse, but at 3,000 square feet, it's built properly at 1.2 million. And then on the southern part of town, let's go ahead and take a look here. It's probably what is another condo. And this is within one of the older buildings here. And it looks like it was condoized. Yep. So this is over on Jackson Street. And so it looks like there's probably 10 to 20 units in this building, 1,400 square feet. 720,000. And there you have it for number 5 on our top 10 neighborhoods list in Denver for 2024. Be sure tune in tomorrow for number 4 on our list as we're getting towards the top of this list here. And if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free, call, text me, reach out. I would love to chat with you.